Good evening. This is the Jersey Hermit with another retro video game stream, and today we're going to be continuing on with Final Fantasy for the NES. Hopefully, everyone's had a good day. I know I have. Welcome in, Daryl. Nice to see you here. Okay, so last time out, we let's see, what did we do? We got to Elfland. We found the Sleeping Prince. We're going to turn that up a little bit. And here we are outside of town. We are on level 7. We just healed up. We are earning magic for our white mage and our black mage. Each spell is 1500 at level 3. And we start by fighting an ogre tonight. Not a bad start. I should be able to take him out just with attacks. Not quite. Almost. Hello, Master of Chaos. How you doing today? We'll get our 195 gold from that. I'm doing okay. So we're going to be farming, admittedly, a bit. Ogre and Creep. Okay, I still think the fighter can get the creep out on his own. So we're going to try to. There we go. That worked out pretty well. And now we can take care of the ogre regularly. Hello, Wise Llama. How you doing this evening? Okay. Another couple hundred. So I'm going to show you something that I learned, because I know the game reasonably well. So because the fighter has a hit percentage of 38%, he gets 2 attacks, in theory. The monk's not quite up to that 32% point, where he would get 2 attacks, but he's a monk, and he's fighting barehanded, so he gets double the attacks he normally would. Did you ever beat this? Not this version. Chance to strike first. Okay. Let's make sure that the small wolves go, and we'll go after one of the gray wolves. There we go. Now, the version I beat when I was younger was the version that came out on the PlayStation, which was a little bit easier. Not by much, but a little bit easier. Ouch! Okay, there we got one great wolf out. We'll go for the next one. Still work on that one. So the way the attacks work in this game, to an extent, okay? My fighter is going to get hit half the time. A quarter of the time, it's going to go after the... okay, a quarter of the time, it'll go after the monk. The other eighth of the time, it'll go after the white mage or the black mage. Got every trophy on this game. Okay. Now, we're going to heal up a little bit after this, because that black mage is worse for wear a bit. I wish it was worth more money, though. Give me an experience haul, though. 128 experience points. Yeah. So, we are what from the next level? 1393. Am I willing to spend 100 gold? Is this the collection? No, this is the original version. Wait, Why am I giving it to him? White Mage has the magic. There we go. And we have an Asp. Oh, on collection you can change Gil and XP. Yeah. And we got poisoned. So we got through. Now I'm going to look. Now it's going to put the fighter... It's going to do that, and I don't want that. I want the fighter back at top. But I will use a potion. A pure potion. First one you played was PS2. Probably Final Fantasy X? Loved Final Fantasy 12. Okay. Yeah, I remember playing... Loved Final Fantasy 11 online. I don't do online games in general. Another 50 gold, which is useful. How are we on money? 780. I remember grinding on PS2 for an item you had to steal from a mimic. Oh, goodness. That's one problem I don't have in this game. Monsters strike first, it's the arachnid, and we got poisoned. Now, given I don't have any pure potions anymore, we're going to go back to town. And do the easy thing. We're going to start with the inn. Because that'll also get me unpoisoned. No, it won't. I thought it would. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I gotta go to the item shop. I can't... Nope. That's not it. It was worth a shot. We're gonna have to heal up again. The good thing is, I don't think you can die. Yeah, we're just going to buy, like, not in town. Not in the world map, I don't think. I don't think you can die in the world map correctly. Not from poison. But I don't want to tempt fate with it. Yeah, we'll pay another 100 because we screwed up. Alright, try it again. So we just gained experience and burned most of our money. Because of a couple of random fights with poison critters. Okay, we're going to try to take out 2 of the creeps on the first go. I don't think I'm going to get this one, but I think I'm going to get the top guy. Yep, there he goes. Same thing on this one. We're going to go after the creeps. No, that didn't work. The good thing is the ogre went after... And the one creep went after my fighter. They all went after my fighter, so that's good. Now he'll go after the ogre, and we'll keep working the creep with everybody else. There it goes. Okay, so the black belt's not going to get a hit on. It could be worse. But we're going to get the ogre out. And the ogres are all like, I'm looking for ogres because, you know, ogres are worth 195 gold. So that's always good. Let's put the black mage back at the bottom where he belongs. There we go. And yeah, I know, I'm not very creative with what I name my characters. Monster strike first, okay. That could have been a lot worse. Same drill as before. We want the creeps out first. Alright, I'm going to go that way, assuming that my mages can get rid of the creep. Hey, that's a way to do it. And now they can all go after the ogre. Another 225. We're making progress, so that's good. We're at 795. It costs us 1,500 for a spell. Monster strike first. Okay. So we got ambushed. Okay. We'll go after the one on the bottom, for lack of a better answer. We are watching our health. Nice hit by the black mage there. Okay, well, we got the one out. The other one should be close. So I'm going to let the mages deal with it. And hope they can do it. Okay, there goes the mage. That worked out well. Oh, a nice critical hit there. And now we've got the ogre. That monk could use some health. Okay, ogre goes after the white mage. I'm not complaining there. There we go. Another 240. Like I said, we needed some health on our monk. Let's give him 3 of them. We get 5. Ogres and creeps again. Same strategy as usual. There goes a creep. I will take it every time they go after the fighter because the fighter's job is basically to be a tank, okay? He's going to take the majority of the attacks. He usually has the best armor. There we go. Another creep out. Not quite enough. But we've got too much to worry about to give it the fighter. So we're going to let the black belt take care of it. And then just deal some good hits on the ogre. Now I'm going to try to get... There's a castle in the northwest. We want to get there at least. So that will be a goal. Hey, 3 fights like that, and we've already got 720. Let's see. We're at 1275. Status-wise, we're 930 from another level. I will tell you that we're not going into the next dungeon at any level lower than 9. But we'll head over to see if we can get there. It shouldn't be too bad. Monster Strike first. We've got werewolves and gray imps. Okay, the gray imps are only 16 points. We are focusing on... We're going to have him do that. And we're going to focus on a werewolf. Okay. The monk can take out the gray imps, because all it takes is 16 hits. So we're going to do the same strategy here. Everybody attacks the werewolf with the exception of the monk, who should be able to get the gray imp out. That worked. How much money or experience for that? 170 on the gold, 76 on the experience. Monster Strike first. And it's 4 gray wolves and 2 regulars. Okay, Smart Money says, have the monk take care of one of the regular wolves, and have the mages take care of another. Okay? I think I'm going to have enough. They're only 20. But it's attacks we can get off the board. There we go. Almost. Okay. So now we're going to go after... We're going to have you do that, and then you're going to do that. Starting to do some nice damage, that's for sure. Okay, the wolf goes away. And this should take care of another one. Alright, yeah, do it that way. The fighter should be able to get it on one shot. We're going to try to get everybody else. There we go. Another 105 and 100 gold. Now the castle's right up here, if I remember correctly. There it is. Notice the bats. Astos double-crossed us. Go south to the Cave of Marsh to retrieve the crown. Then bring it directly back to me. Okay. So we have a crown to go here. We're looking for an herb for the knight, for the prince. And we're looking for a crystal ball from Matoya. 2 asps. Let's do this. I know I'm going to heal up the monk again soon. Good. They both went after the fighter. That's actually good for us. We'll not worry about the 2 points right now. There we go. Alright. We're going to pause here for a second. We're going to use our pure potion to get back that. We're going to magic and heal up the monk a couple more times. And that's all that spell goes in. Okay. We're going to put the fighter back in front. He needs to be in front. And now we're going to take our first self-care break of the night. I take one every 20 minutes or so. They are 60 seconds in length. Grab something to eat or drink, use the bathroom. I will be back in 60 seconds. right, we are back. We've got 1,645 in gold. That's enough for a spell. So let's go back and get one. Monsters strike first. Okay, it's an ogre and creep fight that's worth 240. We've seen this fight numerous times tonight. It shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, we got the first creep out. Alright, second creep goes. I mean, if I can one-shot creeps with the fighter, then that's what we should be doing. Of course, we didn't get it this time. However, I should be able to get both of these guys out. There we go. Oh, I thought I had enough. Okay, well, it was worth a try. Now we can, though, hit a nice shot on the fighter. Okay, everybody but the black mage on the ogre. There goes the ogre. Ah, cripes. Alright. Now everyone on this, so we're going to get him anyways. So I know last time we talked about this game having what's called a Vancian magic system. To be precise, when this game was made, your best source of a Vancian magic system was Dungeons & Dragons, and this works almost like that, correctly, okay? Because in the original Dungeons & Dragons, you had to prepare individual spells, okay? Like, if I wanted to have my black mage, he can cast 5 first-class spells, I would have to divvy them up between fire and lightning, and I forget what else he has. Let's put you there. Let's see. And sleep. I'd have to actually say, I want to use this many of that, and I would forget them when they were used. Okay? This functions more like how Dungeons & Dragons created the sorcerer class. Okay? So in that I can cast the number of spells I have, but I can pick them a la minute. And the funny thing is the sorcerer class did not exist in D&D until 2000, I think, when 3rd edition came out. Somebody who plays D&D would probably know that better than I would, okay? But if I remember correctly, that's when the sorcerer class came in, and that's probably what the closest thing we have in the D&D rulebook. Now, I want to do a white magic spell, because we've already given our black mage something, we need to give our white mage something. Okay. Now, I can have Cure 2, Harm 2, Anti-Fire, or Heal. As much as I like the Anti-Fire spell, I'm only allowed to learn 3, right? So, we're going to take the Heal spell, which is you heal the entire party, which is going to be useful. Since we're out of heal spells, for the record, close enough to it, I'll spend for a heal at the end. Okay? So we still have 321. We need 1,200 more for another spell. So we're going to be grinding a bit tonight, and I know that. Oh, sure, we get hit with the poison. Now the good thing is that we have a couple of potions. Yeah, we'll have you drink your pure potion now. Or we would if it didn't get a kill there. Alright. Let's use that potion. Yeah, just wait till I get the pure spell. Yeah, we're not buying right now. An ogre. 195 gold if I can get it. Which shouldn't be that bad. There we go. Hey, one turn kill's not bad. Let's see. Where are we on experience? 447. We know the black belt is a little bit further. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll let the black mage show off his new lightning spell that we got last week. A red sea hag and light. Sweet. Okay, the sea hag's not going to get hit. Well, that didn't work so well, but that's okay. We're going to be fine. I know the red sea hags are worth more. Now it's just getting the shark out. There we go. 171 we'll take. Four arachnids. Oh. You know, I think they're weak to fire. I could be wrong. But we're just going to take them out. And start getting the whole party poisoned. Alright. I'm going to fight them off first. At least with those two. I've only got one pure potion left. So we're going to go back to town after this and buy some more. Neutralized. Okay. Yeah, start pounding on this one. Hey, we got one out, so that's good. Yeah, I think it only takes two. I could be wrong. But we're going to be running back and doing a healing run. So this is going to be 250 gold it's going to cost me. Right? Because it's going to cost me the cost of the potions plus the cost of a heal, of an in spell. Now I'm going to experiment. I think. Just a little bit. We have to run to get the potion anyways, and it's going to make that sound while we go get the potions. So we're going to buy probably 5. Notice the cabins in here and the house. We will eventually get those. We'll buy 6. Now, I'm already pretty hurt, but I'm going to walk a little bit further. Like I said, I don't think you can die in town. Yeah, we're down to 1. We should have died here. I'm going to walk out of town. I am not fighting. Because if I should... Yeah, see, you still can't die. Like I said, you can't die on the world map. You can only die in battle. Okay, now that's done. Now we have a spell that we can heal the whole party with. An ogre that's gonna see. Here's the thing: the ogre is gonna make up a decent amount of that money right back, right? Because that's 195 gold there. Not quite enough to get it all the way out here. Okay, but there he goes. Another 48 experience. We're like I said, we're earning the experience too, which is the other important part. An asp that can do poison. Well, it didn't get the poison off, so that's good. And it's not going to survive this. Alright, how close are we on level? 135 points to another level. Which will give us more magic points to work with. Chance to strike first on a pair of ogres. So that means we get the first attacks, and they don't get anything on this turn. Okay, now we're going to have the fighter take care of the top ogre, and everybody else go on the bottom. I wish it would tell us which ogre was attacking. But we lucked out and we got the one that was... There we go. And that's another 400 gold. And we're almost at level 8. So the game goes up. I want to say this game goes up to level 50. We are not going to level 50. I think we can get the final boss at around level 35. There we go. The arachnid is gone. We're almost there. Let's see. Yeah, use the pure spell or pure potion. And then swap him back into second position. Because I do not want... Yeah, I do not want one of the mages in a position 2 where they're getting 1 in every 4 hits. Okay, this should do it. Because I was close. 5 wolves aren't that much, but... Could be worse. No, don't do the split that way. Do the split this way. The fighter's going to take care of his own. There we go. Oh well. Also oh well. And the fighter missed. Oh, RNGesus, what are we going to do with that? But that's a level. Strength up, agility up, vitality up there. The monk gets strength up, agility up, vitality, gets luck. That's a good thing. The white mage gets some luck too. A lot of them got luck. So let's see. Let's look at our magic count. It's 533, and now we can do a level 4 spell. Alright. More money because we need some more spells. I want that Fire 2 spell next, I think. Monsters strike first on a pair of ogres. Well, it's a 400... It's a 390 gold fight. Plus, we're a little bit stronger. Yeah, we'll just dump everything else here. Ouch. Yeah, we got the one fight. We got the one ogre out. And a crit was helpful there in getting us another, 97 and 390. We got to be there, right? We're at 1542. We're almost there. One more fight will give us the money. See, as much as I say to get the spell, but part of it is also that I heal when I do that. Okay, both asps attacked and neither got the poison. There goes the one. And there goes the other. 100 gold, that'll do it. So we're at level 8. Let me see first off how much... We need another 2,300 points for the next level. Now, we needed 1,300 last time. I'm going to get the Cure spell, I think, this time. The stronger Cure spell. Okay. And it's going to be quicker for me to leave town, walk back in town to get to the inn. Alright, so now we're healed up, and as you can see, now I've got 4th level magic, I've got 4 level magic points, but I don't have any 4th level spells, and those are 4,000 gold apiece. Okay, start by dealing with the Grey Wolf. Everyone else can go after the regular wolves. There we go. And the Great Wolf is out too, so that's good. So the way this game does the attack order is it takes all of them and it starts with, if I remember correctly, the 9 potential enemies on the one side and the 4 human characters on the other side. And it starts with the monsters attack first. Okay? And then it randomly draws 17 times a pair. And it flips them. Okay? So that's how sometimes we end up first. And also, it always does 13. If there's not enough enemies, then you just have enemies that get ignored, you see. We'll do one more fight before the next self-care break. Because we're about a minute away from one. Grey Wolves again, and regular wolves. It's not going to be the fastest fight, but we're going to get through it. It's also not going to be worth as much gold to us. Well, we got 2 of them out, though, on this turn, so that's not bad. And then still have the ones that we were attacking. There we go. And there goes him. That worked. Alright. Self-care break time again. I'll see you guys in 60 seconds. All right, we are back. So, we still have 3 spells to earn. By the way, if anyone wants to play the definition puzzle in the corner, the lower right-hand corner, it's exclamation point letter if you want to guess a letter in the solution. If you think you know the solution for why Gladys Knight uses baby oil, it's exclamation point solve followed by the solution. Alright, so we got a pair of ogres here. Another 400 gold if we can get it quick. Well, the timing doesn't matter, but you get the idea. Plus, it's 100 points towards the level up. I'm not sure that I'm going to grind level 4 spells here just yet. Level 3s absolutely, and probably the Silver Sword as well. Gray wolves and regular wolves. Well, this is at least go... Here, let's have everybody else go after the regulars. Try to get as many of the guys off the board as we can. Okay, we didn't get the Grey Wolf out this time. We're going to skip to another one. Let him finish. Of course, we get a miss there. There we go, though. Okay, that took care of the one. Still not quite enough. Same thing. We've got enough damage on the one that we can probably let it go. Yeah, that worked. Now we can take this guy out. Alright. Another 84 gold and, more importantly, the 87 experience. Stick around town. Don't get too far from town because monsters strike first. Oh, boy. Good thing is it looks like they're targeting our top guys, which is great. All right, I got an idea, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the lightning spell and hit everybody. In theory. Oh, they're weak to lightning? Why didn't I do that in the first place? Keep that in mind. If we get a whole bunch of wolves, Lightning 2 is a good way to deal with them. Ogre and Creep. We know how to deal... No. You deal with that one. And let the fighter take the top guy out. Alright, let's try it again. The good thing is that creeps, as much as they're ugly as crap, they're not that hard. There we go. And the ogre's going to give us another couple hundred gold, so that's good. All right. Another 225. Where are we? 961. 961's not bad. We want to get to 1600 again. Monster strikes first, and it's an arachnid. Oh, okay. You know what? Fire him. We'll see if it gets to it. Nope. Eh, well, it was worth a try. Good thing is, because the spell didn't get cast, I don't lose the magic point. Four wolves. Yeah, normally I would say, yeah, use the Lightning 2 spell, but no, it's just regular wolves. There's no gray wolves in here. I'm not so concerned. These guys are only 20 HP. So this isn't too bad. Out they go. I wish it was worth more, but beggars can't be choosers. 2 asps. Of course, it gets a poison on the... They both get poisons. Okay, we got the one out. I'm going to try to get the poison off them early. That worked out. And then we kill it. I'm not complaining. Also means my guys stay in order. I'll have to put them back in order on me. Four arachnids. I'm going to just hit them with lightning. It's probably not the best move. I would probably be rather having them on fire, but... This is a worthy fight for trying to hit them all. Not bad. Not bad at all. And we get 141 experience. That's the more important one of those. Yeah, we're still 1,500 away. I should have built a tracker like I was using for Pokemon. Chance to strike first. Okay. If that's the case, since this is going to be mostly wolves, we are not using the lightning spell. We're assuming that the gray wolf would go. And then it's just a regular wolf fight. So we're in good shape. Of course, we leave the one that still hadn't attacked yet. All right, 59 experience and 58 gold we'll take. An ogre, that's going to be 200 gold, well 195, but this is a relatively safe fight for us under our current circumstances. See what I mean? Give it a sec. Chance to strike first. Okay, so we're going to take care of the creeps first, then we'll deal with the ogre later. Oh, we got a shot at getting that first creep out. Yep, we did. Not quite the other one, but we can go on to the ogre. Okay, that took the creep out. Not quite. Oh, and then it got a crit. Oh, well. We can do that. There he goes. Let's see. Where are we monetarily? 1813. Do I want to stick around? Do I want to go to try to get 2 spells at once? It might be worth it. Especially when it gives me a chance to strike first like that. There goes the creep. We get a crit from the monk. And the creeps are gone, so that's good. So one of the rules that applies here, by the way, is that if you get hit, it's always, if you get a hit or if you get hit, it's always at least 1 point. Okay? No matter what the math comes out to, it's always at least 1 point. So you'll notice that my fighter is taking a lot of 1 point attacks. That's not a bad thing. Now, my monk is a little bit more squishy, okay? He's going to evade more often and get hit with nothing, but when he does get hit, he's probably going to get hit harder. But it's better off to have my monk not with any armor on him at all. Because then he'll be able to dodge stuff better. Just wait till I get another few levels and he gets to attack 4 times. Alright, another 225. Keep it going. The goal now is 3,100 gold. 3,100 gets me 2 spells. And a healing. I don't know why I'm so thirsty today. I mean, I had a baseball game today. It was out in the weather. It wasn't too hot today, but also means a lot of talking. So there we go. All right, another 225. Check me. 2488. So I need about another 600 or so. Three fights like that would be beautiful. How are we on health? Health, I could probably use a heal. Thank you. Use one. Everybody gets the heal. The ogre is going to be 195. And see, this is part of the reason I love having those cure spells on the white mage. I can stay out longer in theory. Alright. So, as I said, 2 more fights should get me to where I want to be on those 2 ogres. Oh, this is even better. Okay. So that's 390. I'm still going to be a little bit short. See, the 2 ogres unfortunately got the first licks in. Okay, I'm going to use the heal spell here. And then run it. There we go. Might as well. We got the first ogre out. Now it's time to deal with the second one. Plus, it should be decent experience, too. The question is, how much do I want to push my luck? 2 Grey Wolves. Knowing that if I have to revive a character, it's going to cost me 200 gold here. So we got to keep that in mind. We do not want to have to do that. Plus, they'll fall behind on experience. There we go. That should be it, right? We're at 31-17. I'm going to do another fight, one more fight, and then we're going to go in. Monster strike first. This is going to at least be some points. It's less the money in this fight, more the points. So we're going to have our mages attack the regular wolf. See if we can get him out, which we did. Okay, we got one of the regulars out, one of the Grey Wolves out. We'll attack the clean one and then have everybody else, maybe that way, just in case. Biter missed. Of course he did. Oh, there goes the one. Now let's get rid of the other. Not quite. There we go. So we'll go in now. Let's check our experience while we're at it. We're 865 away. Okay. Now I'll buy both spells, I think, here. Uh, Black Mage gets the fire spell. You know what? No. Hold off on hold. I want to see what that does. To see if it's actually worth getting. Because Lock 2 is not. However, Harm 2 will be useful here. Harm 2 works well on undeads. It's all it works on is undeads, but it does work very well on undeads. Heal up. Okay. And we're going to take our next self-care break, and I'll see you in 60. Alright, we are back. I did look. Hold is worth it. Hold is a worthwhile spell to have, so we're going to go for it. Okay? We have our full stack for the White Mage. The Black Mage is getting hold. And we want to get the sword. So the next target is 5,600 in theory. 1,600 at the very least. Plus, we're trying to gain to level 9. Well, wolves aren't going to help us here. It's not really worth much, but eh. Alright, we got 1 out. Make it 2. Could be worse. Could be better, but could easily be worse. There we go, and hopefully we get this one here. Not quite. Almost. See, if there were gray wolves, it would actually be kind of sort of worth it, but no, not this fight. Yeah, 30 points and 30 gold. We could do so much better than that. Like a pair of ogres. That's a beautiful hit for the monk. Double crit there. Okay, same pattern on this one. Okay, that took care of the one. That's going to be ineffective. We knew that. But that's going to go, and that's another 400 gold in the tank. See, I'm hoping when we get the next level that it's going to give me another spell in the first slot. Okay, gray wolves are good to fight. But I don't want my mages fighting them. I want the ones that can actually get them. Because Hello, Imposter Cure. How you doing today? We didn't get them, but that's okay. Try it again. Same targets. Up there goes the one. There goes the other. All right, we're not in bad shape at all. Well, took my pup to work to... That's cool. See, I can't do that for two reasons. One, I don't have a dog, and two, where I work, they wouldn't allow it. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is just going to be tedious. I will concede this fight to a lightning spell. My place is dog friendly because you know, that actually makes sense. CEO wants to bring his dog in. He can't really deny anyone else. Now, can we please get some ogres and not the wolves? Nope. More wolves. Okay. You know, I'm wondering if part of the reason no one's playing the definition is because they might not know who Gladys Knight is/was. Oh, yeah, we got two of the wolves out. But that should take... Not quite. There we go. Three gray wolves. Okay, we can... This fight might actually be worth it, sort of. It's not going to really be good on money, but experience it can help. Let's see if we can get him out this time. Not quite there. That'll take care of the one. That'll take care of the second. Now we can all pummel on the third. There we go. Yeah, 69 experience points. Nice. Monsters strike first, fine. But it's the fight I want. This is the fight I tend to want. Gotta watch our health there for the monk. Just not quite enough, but that's 1 HP away. So we're going to be clever. I think they have 56, if I remember correctly. Oh, that'll work. Well, good enough to get him out, and we're going to leave this one in the care of the mages. There we go. And there goes the ogre as well. 240. That's the kind of money we want. 3 gray wolves. Let's see. Do I want... Yeah, why not? Why not? I think we'll be coming in soon anyways. Maybe not. We'll see. Of course, the one it kills is the one we attacked. Okay, the monk definitely needs some healing. So let's do that. We'll use Cure 2. Because it's really only him that needs healing. We're at 1047. We got a shot at, like, again, 1600 will get me the last spell I need. And then we can start working on getting that sword for our fighter. Yeah, we'll leave the creep to the fighter. And have everybody else attack the ogre. There we go. Now our mage needs help. How close? 270 on the level. We want to definitely get the level in. You know what? Do that again. Actually, let's do it on everybody for that turn. Now, when we get healed 2, we want to be very careful with that spell. And I'll explain why when we get there. Chance to strike first on a pair of ogres. Oh, this is beautiful. We got the crit there. That's okay. We got the one in. We got the one out, and that's good. I said this will be points, so that's good. If it gets us a level, we come in. Okay, we have enough money for that last. We have enough money for that last spell. But we're going to try... No, not the ogre. The creep. We're going to try to get to the next level first. Okay, take the creep out. There we go. We'll go after the bottom creep, and then have everybody else focus on the middle one that they've been attacking. Could have planned that a little bit better. See, I have a feeling that we're going to be going in after this, because I think we're going to be on level. There goes the creep. Not quite the ogre yet. There goes the ogre. Well, how far are we? 77 points away. We can do this. We're going to use some regular cure magic here. That'll be good. We still have a couple points. 77 to go. 80. Technically, that's 85 because I always check one of the regulars, but the monk is 8 points back from a fight we had, an issue we had earlier. Okay. Time to break out the fire spell. Of course he got the poison on. We got one out. Okay. So we're going to... No, we're going to let you fight. We're going to have you drink the pure potion. And hopefully you get your move in. No, you don't. Oh, well. How many is this point-wise? 105. So that's going to be level at least. Strength, agility, intellect, vitality, and luck all go up. Strength, intelligence, vitality, luck goes up. Everybody got a level. Now I'm going to look status specifically at our monk. Where is his luck? His luck is at 11. We want to get that to 15. If we can get it to 15, we can basically run anytime we want to. Also, he's close to that hit percentage getting to 32, which is going to be beautiful. Let's see. Item, Pure Potion on the monk. Let's go in, get our last spell, which is the Hold spell. Okay. Now, I'm going to swap them back. Back to the way it should be. Now, we're going to try, now that we got our spells, I want another 3,700 gold or so to get the sword for my fighter. But we are at level 9, and I didn't check. 5, 4, 3, 2 now I have. So I have 5 casts of... Welcome in, Maui Jam. How you doing today? Let's get this asp out of the way. Don't mind if I do. Let's see. Chance to strike first. That's good. So we're going to get the first shots on these guys. All right. That worked out brilliantly. Gonna lurk for a bit. Last 6 days of school. Are you a teacher as well, by any chance, Maui? Or is it you're a parent? Wife is, so I live by her schedule. Fair enough. Oh, special ed. Oh. I will say this. I appreciate special ed teachers. I do not have the patience to be a special ed teacher. But it's a good thing that I'm learning that now. Take out the wolf. Our attacks are getting much better. Now, I'd still like to see some... The best Final Fantasy. There's a Ballad of the Mage... Of course it's a Brental Floss song. I'm not familiar with it, but I will have to look it up. I'm going to assume it's set to the battle music, because that's the first thing that makes sense. Alright, we took the ogre out. That's another 200 gold. Like I said, the goal now is 4,100. 4,100 will get me. But it describes the red, white, and black mage perfectly. Okay. Monsters strike first. This is going to be a lightning spell. I know it. It's going to be easier to do that. Okay, so we're going to target those, and then we're going to run the lightning spell. Now we got one of the wolves out on its own. We didn't get that one, but that's okay. Monk's gonna... That worked out brilliantly. It's not worth as many points as I want it to, but it is what it is. We're at 922. We're going to pause it here. We're due for a self-care break. I will see... Yeah, all kinds of skills it takes to be a hero. A jack of all trades, but the master of zero. Yeah, that would be the red mage, all right. All right, I got to take a self-care break. I'll see you in 60. All right, we're back. Like I said, the goal is 4,100. I think I have everything. Let me just make sure of something. Right, I have my strongest armor already. I bought that last week. That's what I wanted to check. 5 wolves. Can we please get ogres? Ogres are the big money makers here. And this fight's not really even worth it. See, this is where some modern games do the better thing. Like, I'm thinking Earthbound, that this is a relatively simple fight, and it wouldn't make you fight it. And yes, I know I'm calling a game that came out in 1994, quote-unquote, more modern. Okay, this is the kind of fight I want. Relatively safe. Alright. And worth like 200 gold. Ogre and Creep. We know how to deal with these. The Ogre is the least of our concerns. There goes the one. And of course, the cool thing is that with the monk, every time we gain a level with him, his power grows by twice his level. As long as we're attacking unarmed. It gets to the point where, like at level 7 or so, it makes more sense to just not give him a weapon. Right, we're at 1372. I have a feeling we are not going to get to $4,000 with any luck before the next self-care break. And yes, I know, I'm just circling aimlessly around the town, not going too far away from it. There we go. Easy fight. That's 100 gold right there, I think. Yeah. Chance to strike first. Again, we're not going to waste a spell on this. We're going to try to get out what we can. Like, if we can get the regular wolves out, that's great. That white mage is starting to hit a little bit harder, so that's good. There we go. We'll do it this way. Okay, we got the one out. The fighter should take care of... Yep, there we go. Now, the game is a little bit glitched. Like, some of the weapons are supposed to work well against certain other enemies. None of those trigger. So, like, I think the silver one was supposed to work well against werewolves because it's silver. Nope, doesn't work any better. All right, another 195. See, those are the kind of fights I need if I want to make my money. Or fights like this. Can we get the lower creep out? Yes, we can. And the upper one's gone, so now it's just the ogre. Now, this should be the last round of it because, at the very least, the fighter's going to do the big damage, and yep, there we go. Another 225. And, like, 1 in every 5 fights is supposed to be the ogre fight. A little bit more than 1 in 5. Not quite 1 in 4, but a little more than 1 in 5. Alright, that's going to cost us some money. The question is how much? So far, it's 75. Because I don't think... Yeah, no, I don't have any more poison potions. Pure potions. All right. Back into town. So this is really going to cost us 175. Notice that whatever character is in the front of your party is what you see in the world map. So we'll buy our 1 potion. Use our 1 potion. There we go. Heal up. Might as well. Because we're in town anyways. Again, the target's 4,100. Actually, I could probably get away with less. Because I'm not keeping the weapon, right? And my weapon right now is the short sword. Okay? And I can sell that for like $275, I think. So I can get away with cheaper. Alright, we're just going to break out the lightning. We get 3 casts of it, and we're not going to be... I want to save my magic when it gets to being in the next cave. But we're not there yet. So, Maui, you said you had, what, 6 days? I think, so I'm a substitute teacher, so I don't necessarily have to go in every day. I think we have, after tomorrow, like 2.5 weeks left of school here in New Jersey, because 3 things come to conspire against us, right? 1, you have to do 180 days. Okay? 2, you can't start Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. You can't start until September 1st. And if you have snow days, you can't make them up virtually. Not yet, anyways. They're trying to fix that. Right now, for it to go virtual, I think you have to miss 3 days in a row. And one school did. Not one I work in, but one in my neck of the woods did. But they missed it because they had a fire at the school. And they were closed down for 3 days. So that 3rd day, they could go virtual. Okay, not quite enough. We'll keep the ogres and creeps going this way. There we go. White mage is not going to do anything there, but the fighter should be able to take care of the other creep. Not quite, but he's only got like 7 points left, so I'm going to leave it to the mages to deal with, and I will put my stronger fighters on the ogre. There we go. Good enough. That's the kind of fight we want. 240 gold easily in the pocket. 2382. We need another 1600-ish. Like I said, I can sell my short sword if I have to get me over the hump. I don't want to, but I can. Oh, that's a nice hit on the ogre. Okay, take them out. Another 210. I'm 8 minutes away from that self-care break. Oh, sure. We get the poison on the one, though. Okay. Start hitting it. Leave him poisoned for now. Okay? Besides the fact that I don't have any way to cure it, I would want to wait until after the fight anyways, because if I don't... Alright. That's going to cost us Yep. We're going to concede the we're going to concede the 175. Really, it's a loss of 75 if you think about it, because we got ourselves 100 gold in that fight. All right. Let's see. We're going to buy our pure. Use our pure. And then heal. Now, there is a level 4 spell, pure, that my white mage can get. I could consider doing that instead. Get him or her. I don't know. I don't think these characters had specific genders necessarily that you can tell. I'm going to assume him, because I think they all... Him seems about right for this time, this era. Remember, late 80s, early 90s. All right. We got another 210, so that was worth it. Chance to strike first this time, so we get the first shot. There we go. We get the fighter. We get the creep out. And now we can just concentrate on the ogre. Plus, all of this is gaining more points, experience points, that we might get another level. Who knows? Let's see. We're at 2937. We're 1907 from a level. And I think the level's going to be important for the black belt, because the black belt will then get additional attacks. So we might want to hold off on going till we get to level 10 anyways. Hey, there goes one gray wolf. Yeah, let's concentrate it this way. Why not? Make sure that the wolf goes. Nice critical hit from the black mage. All right. Another 50. 50 gold's not much. Two asps. Okay, no poison there. One poison there. Okay, we got the one out. All right, 100 gold. And again, that's going to cost us really 175. This is the quickest way to the shop, too. Of course, it has to be on the other side of town. All right, let's buy the pure potion. I know I could buy a whole stock. Right now, I'm saving my money for what I need. Alright. So how am I on health? 166, I can go back out. I can go back out. That's not going to be a problem. Why am I walking right back into that? Let's see. Ogres and creeps. Just the kind of fight I like. It's going to be worth decent. It's going to be worth decent experience, and we have a chance at it's a reasonable fight. We don't have to worry about getting poisoned. Oh, nice. We don't have to worry about paralysis. There goes the creep. I should start counting how much is on the creep. Because we get numbers after all. Let's see. Out goes the ogre. And another 225. We got one more fight before the self-care break. I said it was going to be tight getting there. Chance to strike first is always good. Will we get the first one out? Yes. And now we'll get the other one out. Not quite. But we'll get the middle one. We should get the middle one out. And yeah, that's going to be ineffective. And we kind of knew that was coming. I should be good to just have them go like that. And we'll take the ogre out. There we go. Alright, we'll pause. How far? We're almost there to the thing. Let's take a self-care break. I'll see you in 60. Alright, we're back. Let's get some more money. We need about another 700 gold, actually closer to 600 gold, in order to afford my new sword. And of course we get wolves that we don't want. Okay, there goes a second one. There goes a third. Alright, we're going to at least get them out. Let's see. Okay, only 30 gold there, but it is what it is. This will be at least worth more points. Not so much on the money. I like that the White Mage is starting to be able to actually get the regular wolves out on her own. Or their own, whatever. Alright, well, we got them out, so that's going to be more points. Let's see, take some more loops. 2 asps. Well, this is 100 gold when we get it. Unfortunately, okay, there. We dodged the first being a poison. We dodged them both being poisoned. And now we only have one to worry about. So hopefully we get the attacks on. Okay, good. He didn't poison. I don't know what the odds are on getting the poison attack on. Okay, the Ogre and Creep combo that we so much love in this position. Of course, we're not getting the attacks we want. No, we got one out. Not the way we expected, but we got one out. Now we can focus the fighter on the Ogre. There goes the Creep. Alright, let's see. We'll take it. And we're going to be close to the point. Yeah, we're at 3888, like 38 something. We're going to need another couple hundred. This isn't really the fight. You know what? No, we're gonna use a lightning. Why not? You're going to take one of the wolves out. That's good. You took the gray wolf out. Now this should take everybody else out. All right. Not the kind of fight we wanted. We need like another ogre fight, and we should be good. It's an asp worth 50. And it just cost us 170. Oh, it cost us 75 at the very least. Do I want us to not go in? Would I have an excuse to not go in? We're at 39.96. I'll try to get one more fight in. And it's an ogre. Okay, this will get us the money. The good thing is that poison's only, it looks like 2 HP per. There we go. Okay, now we can go into town. Okay, we have how much? 41.91. We're going to be good. And I can get my better sword out and be able to do more damage. Alright. We're going to buy our pure potion. And we're going to use our pure potion on our black mage with 6 HP left. It's a good thing, like I said, you can't die in town. So let's buy our new sword. And then we can save, and we're good to go. And the fighter takes it and equips it. Let's look at his status now. What's he doing? 49%, damage 37. Yeah, we're going to be in good shape. Like, he gets hit more often than most. Okay, sell the fighter's short sword for 275. Get that back. Now, we got to be clever. I'm going to go back to the item shop. I'm going to buy a cabin. Okay, the reason I'm going to buy a cabin is because I think we might almost be ready to head over to the cave. We're close. We're close enough that I'm willing to do it. But we'll buy the cabin because that'll give us a portable save, a decent portable save that I can put right by the cavern. I still might want to level how far are we for level? 1252? Yeah, let's just head over. I'm going to pull up a map of the Cave of Marsh so I know where I am getting the stuff I can get. Let's see. Marsh Cave B1. Here we are. To make sure I'm getting what I need. B2 there. Yeah, there's nothing in the first one. But then there's the chests, which I can start getting from... Okay. I see where I can go. I can see where I'm going. And I want to go... Okay. I see which direction I'm going, and that's the important thing. Alright. Let's head off. I can save... I don't think... The key thing is I do not want to use my spells if I can help it. Okay? Not out here. Save them for in the cave. We'll take a wolf out. And we'll earn some money along the way, which isn't bad. Oh, that's a nice hit. So here's the other thing, is that crits become more likely the further into the game we go, especially from my fighter, because they screwed up. Okay? What they were supposed to do is, like, certain weapons would do certain crits, and what they tied it to instead was the indicator number of the weapon. So the more weapons we get to, the higher the crit chance is. Okay, it's not here. It's this gap. Ogre and Creep. That's a good moneymaker. Okay. Bigger hits against the enemies is always good. Alright. 64. Is it this spot over? Yes. Yes. Because then I can cross down here. Monsters strike first. It's Geists. Okay, so the fighter's paralyzed. He can come back, but I'm going to throw a harm. A cheap harm. We got one of them out. There's the second one. The fighter is still paralyzed. But that's the kind of enemy that you use harm on. The good thing is that, yeah, we're going to get that back. 351 in the gold is good. We're in the marsh now. This hole here is the Cave of Marsh. And it's an ogre. Oh, I love seeing that, believe it or not. Hey, if I can get the ogre out in one, that's even better. Okay, so we're going to go right here. Item. I have tents. I'm going to use a tent. You're pretty good. And we're going to save. So if we die, we come out to here. We want to go down this way first. I can deal with the other areas first, but the important thing is getting the crown. Scums. Okay, scums, if I remember correctly, scums have a very high magic defense. So when we fight in here, monsters, let's see. I'll do a check on this. Scum, where are you? Because I haven't seen one of these yet. Scums have absorb a lot, but their magic defense is not very good. So, what I should do is run a fire attack on them. I will use a fire attack on these guys. Because anything that isn't... Yeah, see, this I can hit them with. I just got to be careful. I want to save at least one magic spell on the third floor. Okay. Down the first way. Let me check my map. I'm not getting the chests on this side. I'm now going to the lower right. And then we can worry about the chests later. This way. Monsters strike first. It's an arachnid and a spider. Fight them. Just straight up fight them. I should have done it the other way. I should have done it the other way. And I also don't have any pure... This is me being stupid. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset to our save. And come back. We'll lose a little bit of experience. But maybe this will work better. Maybe we don't draw the scum this time. We get zombies and ghouls instead. Okay. So I'm going to double check their numbers. Let's see. Marsh Cave B1. We can fight zombies that have 20 HP. And we're going to fight ghouls that have 48. And I think Geists are even higher. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw a straight magic... No, if you're going to do it right, do it right. The ghouls get attacked strong. Magic, harm. And let's see if this works. The zombies have only... paralyzed. I figured that was coming. Okay. There go the zombies. And the ghouls. Better to fight it that way. 174. We'll take it. Now we know where we're going. I'm specifically gunning for the crown. Gargoyles. Gargoyles are not undead, if I remember correctly. March Cave. Gargoyles are magic beasts. They resist earth. They have 80 HP, but they don't lose much, so we're going to attack them. Okay? We're just going to attack them. There's nothing else they can do to us other than just hit us hard, in theory, so we're just going to... Ouch. That could have been a lot worse. Okay, we'll do the same attack sequence, except maybe I think just do it that way. Keep everybody healthy. There goes one gargoyle. And there goes the other. Alright. So I want to go to the left of in here. And it's through here. Down to the 3rd floor. Okay, and I will pull up the map again. So from where I start... Okay, where I start in the corner, I want to go to the 3rd room. Okay, I want to go to the 3rd room in the 2nd column. Alright. Monsters strike first. It's werewolves. I will gladly throw a lightning at these guys. I think they're weak to it. Let me double check. Are they weak to it? Werewolves. Werewolves. Let me see. Werewolf does not attacks as poison, non-elemental. No, they do. They can poison, but no, they are not weak to. They're not weak to anything. All right, so it's just hitting them hard then. So we'll throw a lightning. We'll throw a fire at them. Yep, there's the poison. And another poison. Okay, we need to be smarter. We're going to reset again, and we're going to take our self-care break. We'll leave it here, and I'm going back to town and buying some pure potions. See you in 60. All right, we're back. Let's do the smart thing. Go back to town and get some pure potions. Then we can do the marsh cave. So knowing that we're going to heal in town, I have no qualms using my magic. Of course, we hit the one that... Okay, that worked out. And we'll gain some levels. Each pure potion is going to cost us 75 gold. So if you think about it, we're going to earn quite a bit of them. And when we can crit the ogres out, that's cool. Because that's going to be 2 potions right there. Hey, we know where we're going now. 6 wolves. Hello, Entropy. How you doing today? Let's get these wolves out the easy way. Like I said, we're going to spend the 100 anyways. So we're not worried about the magic. Alright, let's see. More wolves. Yep, there's the third of the spells. Why not? We're going to get them back. Doing good. Good to hear. We'll take care of all 6 wolves. This isn't worth much, but we have a decent amount of money that we can buy some pure potions with. And then we can actually do the marsh cave properly. Okay, back to town. Remember, we have to save 100 gold for the inevitable healing that we're going to do at the end of this. So we'll see how many we can buy. Oh, we're going to have a decent amount. We're going to buy 10. Which is probably too many. That's 5. You know, I wish I could buy these more than, one at a time. It's using the balanced specialized party build. Yeah, might as well. Okay, so that's that. We'll buy some heals. Till we get down to, I think, 2 more I can afford, and then still get to use the inn. Yeah, we're good. For Swamp Cave, more pure is always good. We got 10 of them. 10 should be plenty. I can ransack the thing later. Which we will. But not till we get the key. Because because I know I'm making 2 trips into there, right? The first trip is strictly to get the crown. Oh, 5 gray imps. This is an easy fight, comparatively. No sense wasting magic on this. Alright, so we got 2 of them out, 3 to go. And I got a couple cabins I can use, or a tent. I didn't buy any houses yet because the houses are glitched in this game. What happens with the houses is when you heal, you save before you get your magic back. So that when you come back, your magic is drained still after the save. Which is why I am not using houses in this game. Chance to strike first on an ogre. Oh, that's a free 200 some odd, well, 195 gold. All right. So, let's see. 2 ogres. Monster strike first is okay. The good thing is they both went after my fighter, who is built like a tank. And yes, Entropy, like I've been saying, I know that my names are not very imaginative. We'll flip it around. That should be good enough with what I've already dealt on the ogre. Oh, there goes the 1 anyways. And we inconclusive that, but that's okay. Mo money. The names work, exactly. Because I know exactly who each one is. That's the whole point. Okay, back through the marsh. We get green imps, or gray imps, and werewolves. The werewolves gotta go first. I think. Yeah, the werewolves gotta go first. But I'm gonna have my my mages go after the imps. So we've burned we're gonna burn our first poison. Okay. Let's try to do it in... Let's see if we get it off in turn. Yes, we do. So now the gray imps are going to go. All right, 170. Go right next to to it. How are we on health? 40, 20-some. Tent should be fine. Cool. Now we start here again. Let's try it again. We know that we're going down to start with. There's treasures if I go up, but we're saving the treasures for the second run. Zombies and ghouls. Okay. Target the ghouls. We will use a cheap harm spell. If you paralyze, that's fine. This should wipe them all out, or close to it. There we go. And since stun don't last past the fight, we're good. Alright. In here. Gargoyles, and they strike first. Okay. Time to take them out. I think you're going to be fine. I think the black mage is going to be fine. It's only a 1 in 8 chance that they hit them. Okay. So this one's about half dead. This one's about half dead. We're going to fight again. We're going to try to get this one out. and then worry about the other one at the bottom later. Ouch. Well, there goes the one. That's going to be ineffective, and that's okay. That one's gone, and now I should be good. Even better, we get it on one hit. Alright. Down we go. I'm going to risk it until we get to the bottom. Then we might consider healing some. Scum. Oh, we know how to deal with this. I'm going to use a spell here. I'm going to use a heal. And I'm going to use Fire 2. This is one of those cases of I want to use a spell because you do not want to fight these guys physically, right? Because if you don't get a crit, you're doing 1 hit point's worth of damage per hit. So I'll give everyone some health, and then we'll burn the scum. Alright. More points. Through we go. Again, we know where we're going. Second column, third row. Monster strike first. Oh, scum can poison too? I didn't realize. Okay. So, let's see. I can fight the arachnids and the spiders. That's fine. And we're going to do that. We're going to make sure that he's attacking the arachnid. He's attacking the spider. No, save the potion for later. And you're going to magic again, and you're going to magic fire on the scum. The scum hasn't attacked yet, so now the scum won't attack. Okay, we got the spider out. And we got the scum out. We can just go with this. We'll heal up at the end of the battle. Alright. First things first. Pure spell. On the fighter. Second thing. Get him back in front. Because he does a valuable thing there of drawing enemy attacks in the front. Red bone, bone, and crawl. I'm going to double check the crawl. Okay? The crawl is not an undead. But everything else here is. So the smart thing is for the white mage to run a harm. And then we start targeting everything else. The crawl goes first. Okay? We'll run a cheap harm. And I think, are they weak to fire as well? The red bones are weak to fire. So, we're going to use a cheap fire spell on the red bone. Let's try to get the crawl out first, because the crawl can... Okay, the bones are going to all go away. This is worth it for me. Okay. Right, that's going to be ineffective. We knew that. The crawl is gone. Okay, now we can just go straight attacking. And we're going to use some potions after this, too. There we go. Not yet. Soon. Okay, that's 2. No, this is 3. This is the room. Yes, this is the room. 1, 2. Now we're going to use the potions. I think outside the... I think we want to use these outside because they're always 30 outside. There we go. Good enough. Get ready. We have a forced fight. 4 wizards. Okay? Now, I can't run from these guys. They have 84 health. They are resistant to fire and cold. The good thing is I think I can throw the lightning at this, and it will work well. But other than that, attack, magic. I'm going to run fog on the fighter, and then I'm going to throw a lightning too. The reason I want to use the fog on the... Nice. That's going to give armor up. Now start taking them out. They're all weaker. No, you know what? You need to heal. Run a Cure 2 on the monk. Take another one out. And a third. There go the wizards. 1,200 gold, and we're going to gain levels too. Strength, agility, intellect, and luck for the fighter. The monk gets agility, intellect, vitality. The white mage gets strength, intelligence, and luck. The black mage gets strength, agility, intelligence, vitality, and luck. There's the crown. Now, the slightly more difficult part. Getting back out. Okay, let's see. Magic, we still have 1 Fire 2 that we're going to use now. When we get out, the first thing we do is we use a cabin or a tent. I don't think I have any more tents, so it's going to have to be a cabin. Okay. Up to the top row. It's over here. 2 gargoyles. Just hit him. Now the monk now should be able to do more damage. Big time. In theory. Because I think, and I'm going to double check his status after this, I think the level puts him up to a point where he gets more hits. But let me double check. Yeah, he should, I think, he should be getting more hits now. Because I think 32, he gets it on 32. Around we go, around here. We'll go this way. Monsters strike first. Muck. Now, the muck, I don't think, has the... The muck, I do not think, has the problem of having a ridiculous armor. It doesn't. Okay? So we can fight them straight up. However, he goes first. Spider goes next. Magic. You can't heal anything. There's nothing to harm. Let's run heal. And then you don't have anything, so you're going to fire the scum. The spider goes out. I don't mind that we got 2 things poisoned. We're going to get that at the end of the fight, because if we get it now, they can always re-poison us. Okay, now the arachnids go. There goes one of them. Now kill it, and then we'll do the poison control. All right. We're going to use the poison. We're going to use the pure potions first. Okay. We're going to leave it here. I owe a self-care break. I'll see you in 60. All right, we are back. Let's get out of here. Monsters strike first, and it's scum. I don't really want this fight. I'm getting out of it. Our best chances are the fighter and the monk. Okay. Let's see. Use another pure potion. That's why we have them. And then we'll switch the order back. Don't worry. Now we will. Okay. Now, I don't understand why when the fighter takes the poison, it just swaps him into the back with the... and puts the black mage up front. Monsters strike first, and it's shadows. Well, shadows are undead. So, harm it is. Well, we got two of them out. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. Now my monk can do 4 attacks instead of 2. And out we are. Move over to the side just in case. Item, cabin. Save. Back to town. Now, we were supposed to deliver that crown to the Northwest Castle, right? But that would be stupid. Right away. At the very least, heal back and get our magic. Alright, so there we go. More money. How much are we... Where are we money-wise? 37.94. Not bad at all. Magic-wise, what are we looking at? 6432. Okay. Both of yous? Yes. Two ogres, which should be easy at this point. Yeah, 3 hits land. Plus, we might actually be able to earn ourselves a spell. All right, 390 more gold. That's always good. How close are we to level, by out of curiosity? 3228. Okay. So we're not gaining another level tonight, most likely. I'm planning on going to 11 o'clock. That's kind of the idea. Of course it hits for a poison. Brilliant. And again, we're going to leave the poison on for now. The logic being that he can't poison us again. Nice critical hit there. And there's another nice critical hit. Take our 150 gold. Immediately use another pure potion. We bought 10. We've used 6 of them already. All right, back to town. We're going to heal, but 4334 tells me we're going to buy a spell from the 4th level shop. Now, I haven't decided yet what spell we're buying. Let's see. What do I have a choice of? In level 4, I've got Sleep 2, Fast, Confusion, and Ice 2. Now, okay. So I think what I want to do, and then the other set is Pure, Fear, Anti-Ice, and Anti-Mute. Okay? So, in my mind, I'm going to buy the Fast spell. That seems to be my best bet. Because Fast means I can increase somebody's attacks. That is a worthwhile spell to have. Okay, and I get to cast it twice at my current level. And we're going to be doing some globetrotting soon. Now, hopefully we get Astos straight up. Okay? Because we're about to fight him. I know this part of the story, at least. Okay, we're going to fight Astos in here. He's got 168. Yeah, he's got 168, and he absorbs in magic defense, and he casts a whole bunch of nasties. Okay? So we're going to go for it. Okay? Off to the Northwest Castle. The asp starts with... Okay. We should be able to take care of the asp. Hopefully he doesn't do that. Oh well. We're going to be using another pure potion. Okay. That's why we have them. I'll leave them as it is, because I don't think there's really any benefit for 3rd over 4th. The Asp missed. Even better. Okay, so I basically want to force cures. I want to force crits on Astos when we get there. He's in the Northwest Castle. 2 ogres. Even better. Nice crit. And the ogre missed. Alright, the ogre is gone. Another 400 gold. Up to the Northwest Castle here. Hold on a second. How's our health? All completely full, pretty much. That's what I wanted to double check. I am Astos, King of the Dark Elves. I have Matoya's crystal, and you shall give me that crown now. No, I won't. Okay, here's the plan. We're going to attack with those two. We're going to run fast on our fighter. We are going to run magic. We're going to... Is he weak to mute? Can I get him to mute? Probably not. He can cast Sleep, Dark, Slow, Lightning 2, Fire 2, Fast, Slow 2, and Rub. Fast doubles the number of attacks. So that seems like I don't know that mute's going to work, but we're going to try it. Missed. The white mage has been slain. Alright. That's not good. So we're going to be down the white mage is going to be slower on us. But magic now, we're going to run another fast on the monk. Alright, because we can't revive, unfortunately. I wish we could. Hopefully he only rubs once. Can I slow him? There's a crit. Ineffective. Well, he only attacked for 1, so that's not bad. Let's see. I can't fast anymore. I don't think he's susceptible to sleep. Let's just hit him with fire. Goodbye. So how far back is my white mage going to be? 750 points behind. Now, do I have the crystal? Yes, I do. Okay. So we're going to run from fights. We know that the white mage is now going to be behind by like 750 points. So they're going to get leveled up a little bit slower than everybody else. It is what it is. But since I can't warp, we're going to go to Elfland first. We're going to pay the 200, and I'm going to run. I'm not fighting right now. I'm not going to fight right now because I don't want to exacerbate the gap. Okay, first order of business. Go to Elfland. And we're going to pay the exorbitant cost, and I don't care. 200's exorbitant, especially when I can do it cheaper in Conaria. we're also going to the inn, because otherwise we've only got 1 HP on this guy. Now we can fight. Don't worry about getting poisoned at this point. I can buy more good stuff later. Alright, 100 gold, and we're going to go to Matoya's cave, because now we have the crystal. Easy way. Go north, find the bridge. A Kaizoku. Why couldn't there be more than one? And I say that because these guys give a lot of money. And they're not that hard. Well, 120 is pretty good money. Now we can go under the bridge over to here. Head back to Matoya's cave. Okay, the imps, the gray imps go first. Well, the gray imps go, because at this point I should be able to take all the imps out. It's not going to be worth many points, but it is what it is. And to think, when I was younger, I used to keep the black belt equipped. I didn't know better. Of course, we missed the one attack, but that's okay. We'll be fine. We got a whole bunch of things we can collect, by the way, once we get the key. And we're going to do that. But to get the key, I need to go see Matoya. Of course, these imps aren't worth jack crap anymore. Yeah, part of me is also checking to see if I've been flipped in the system for tomorrow. I put in for work tomorrow. Did I take these? The treasure box is empty. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. The prince needs herb. I'll trade the most powerful herb to get my crystal back. Oh, I can see. Okay, so now I have the herb. Now get back to my ship and head back to Elfland. Ogres I'll fight. Ogres are worth it. Alright, there we go for that. And we're gaining levels, too. I'm staying away from the quote-unquote Peninsula of Power. I could definitely handle it, but it's not worth it for me to show it right now. Imps. Stupid imps. I'll get 4 of them out, hopefully. Still working on this game. Yep, I am. I'm going at least till 11 o'clock tonight. Okay, now that we got that, we're heading back to Elfland. Shark and Sea Hag. You know what? Lightning. Why not? Took one Sea Hag out. There goes the Shark. Would have been just as easy to use Lightning 1, but I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to do it. Okay. Sea Hags again. This is another one that, like, the smart money is to just use Lightning. And hit them all and fry them all. Easy enough. I wish they were worth more points, but is what it is. How far are we? 1896, and then as I said, that I need a good RP. Wish I had this on Xbox so I could get achievements again. Okay. I need a good RPG game to play. Hey, I play RPGs every now and again. I don't always. Yeah, we're up to level 10. We started tonight at level 7. Alright, let's go. Into the castle, and then... Dragon Quest Monsters. I'm not familiar with it, but I will check it out at some point. Probably not on stream, though, because I only stream games that are 20 years old or more. Let's take that self-care break. I'll see you in 60. Alright, we are back. So you mentioned, like, NES and Super Nintendo RPGs. So let's see. First things first. Oh, this herb will release the prince from Astos' curse. Look, he is waking. Is this a dream? Are you the Light Warriors? Is this for real? So as legend says, I give you the mystic key. Okay, so now I can unlock doors. So you mentioned NES and Super Nintendo RPGs. Let's see. What have I done on stream? I did Final Fantasy 3. Well, 6. You get the idea. We did Chrono Trigger. We did Secret of Mana. We tried to do Secret of Evermore. We got glitched on that. We did Earthbound. What else have I done? That was stupid. So we do our fair share here. And then I also did, let's see, I did Super Mario RPG, and I did Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. Paper Mario, the original, is going to be on my list eventually. A silver hammer. 400 gold. 330 gold. And a copper gauntlet, I think. That works. Let's see. Weapon. Silver hammer. No, keep that. Trade. Can I give the silver hammer to the white mage and have him use it? Yes. Soul Blaze, Brain Lord, and so much more. Yeah, I make a habit of it. And if you look, you want to make a request of me and add something to the list, please feel free to. I'm always looking for other games to play. Asps again. Do you only do RPG? No. I do. Let's put it this way. So right now what we are doing, okay, we're going to be playing Mega Man and Bass on Sunday night. Like, I am willing to try any genre. Okay? My buddy, my friend, my dear friend, partner, and partner in this case as in purple checkbox, not as in relationship with me, because that ain't happening. Put me up to playing Resident Evil, and I don't normally do survival horror, and we gave it our best shot, and we failed. I just could not get that final boss out. Okay, in here we have a saber that we can sell. A silver dagger. An iron staff. TNT, and that's important. An iron shield. And iron armor. Now some of this stuff I can't use. That's okay. We can sell it. Resident Evil co-op is a blast. I will take your word for it, but I don't think the original game had the co-op. Now, the other place I know that I can use stuff... Well, let's take care of this shark first. We're going to start earning ourselves... We're going to use that money that we've earned, and we're going to buy more spells. 5 and 6 was co-op. Okay. I should be getting close to another $4,000 to buy another spell. Okay, how much do we have? 4476. Now the start here is that we're going here. We're going to sell the saber. I think we want to keep the silver dagger, because I can trade that over here. And we'll give him the wooden nunchuck. And we'll give him the iron hammer. We'll equip that. And then I'll just sell off what I don't need. The wooden nunchuck for 5. The iron hammer for 5. The iron staff that doesn't really help us for 100. And this is only worth 2, but hey, it's money. And then the other stuff was armor that I do not need. Who has it? The monk. The monk has it. But we got to go to the armor shop to sell it. Sell the iron shield that we do not need, and the iron armor that we also do not need. I've got 5263. So I'm going to start with a white spell, because I have a black spell already. Let's see. Pure fear. Pure. Alright. Now I got $1,200 to spend. And I think heals and pures still make sense. Now we know that we're saving $100. Well, 100 gold. I can buy 4 more of these and still have enough to use the inn. We'll save. All right. Now, we have the TNT. So our next target... Well, actually, we're going to go to the Northwest Castle because there was stuff in there too. We are not going to advance the story anymore tonight, I don't think. Okay? We're going to try to get as much goodies as we can. I'm not going back in the Marsh Cave either. Or at least I'm not planning on it. Okay. So we're going to attack 2 fresh targets because these 2 should be weakened enough that we can get them with better stuff. Yep, see, there we go. That takes care of that one. There we go, we got them out. Alright, so, let's see. Yeah, we'll just magic this. Get them out of the way. Because the magic's going to work, and it's going to take them out. Easy. They're all going to go. Yeah, too much wolves to deal with them. While I'm at it, let me just see something. The monk's luck is still 11. If I can get, like I said, if I can get luck to 15 on the monk, am I going in the cave? Not tonight. I'm going to the Northwest Castle. Because there was stuff to get there that I haven't gotten there yet. I will go in the cave eventually. Yeah, I might go in the cave tonight. Why not? Why not? No, because I got the crown already. Obviously, because I have the key. And I still have a cabin, right? One of them. Okay, Ogre, we'll change the plan. We're going to have our fighter go after the Ogre, because he can probably take him in one now. That was the whole reason we started by attacking the creeps first. Is because it was something the fighter could get out in one, and it was one less attack that we had to worry about. Okay, he should be fine. Flip them around and then go this way. There we go. And now one last creep to deal with. Okay. Into the castle. There was a treasure room in here. Right there. Now, how do I get to it? Probably around the back. Yep, there we are. And we get images to start with. Oh, why did I do this? Okay. But here's the thing. Images are undead, right? So we're going to hit them with the big boy harm. Note that fighters can... Note that images can stun. Okay, we hit them. Okay, the next smart thing to do is heal him. I'm going to throw a fire, and I'm going to throw another harm. That should wipe them out. That's the goal here. Good. He used all of his attacks and did not attack my black mage. Rely on the fact that undeads are usually weak to fire, too. A falchion. Mummies in here. Oh, okay. You don't have magic. You're going to have to fight something else. Magic. Burn them. And also, you're undead. Harm them. Okay. They can put you to sleep. That's good to know. Of course, mummies also burn, so... Power staff. And an iron gauntlet. Why did I not just do it on the side? Okay. Out we go. Let's see. Magic. White mage. Let's run run a cure 2 on yourself. And this is why we're not going into the cave yet. Armor. We're going to trade the copper gauntlet for the iron gauntlet. And then we're going to equip the iron gauntlet here. I think I want the power staff. I don't know what I want to use, who I want to use it for, because I think anybody can use it. The black mage might be a good choice. Same with the white mage. We'll see how that works. The falchion. I'm going to look up the falchion. Just so I know whether it's worth it to switch my weapon. Sold in Melmond for $450. Oh, the falchion is not a weapon I want. The falchion is not nearly as good, but it's something the thief can use. But I don't have a thief. So, Effectively, it's money. Yeah, we are not doing the cave tonight, I don't think. We might. Well, we're gonna get up to $4,000 again, right? So if we get up to $4,000, we can buy another spell. That's how I have to see it. Another 97, but the more important is the 390 gold. We can head back to Elfland, buy another cabin while we're at it, because we might do the Marsh Cave. We might finish the Marsh Cave tonight. Yeah, you're already all out. So, you know what? This fight ain't worth it. This fight ain't worth it. It's just a pain in the butt fight, so we'll run it. It's not worth the effort, basically. Ogres and 2 creeps, on the other hand, are definitely worth it. Okay, we take the creep out. Alright, let's see. Back to town. We'll start in the weapon shop. Sell the fighter. Well, the power staff can work for money if I want to use it for money. But we're going to wait on that. Because you saw how much that power staff is worth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can sell it for half of that. Okay, sell the copper gauntlet. I think you're all... Yep, you're good. Okay. We're going to buy a cabin or 2. No, we're not going to buy a cabin. Because we're at $4,000. And $4,000, we know what that means. We're buying another spell. Ice 2. Okay. Now, I need to take a self-care break. So we're going to do that. We're going to heal first. And now we're going to take our self-care break, and I'll see you guys in 60 seconds. Okay, we are back. Now we can go and try to get some stuff out of the marsh cave. I don't know how wise this is. You know what? No. Gray wolves and wolves, we're not worth it. You guys are not worth it. I'm going to avoid the wolf fights. The asp is just a one. It's a one-off. And if I get the hits off quickly, we don't have to worry about poison. Now, how do I want to play this? You're not worth the fight. You're just not worth the fight. Now we're going to go north first and then get the things in there, and then we can get the stuff in the south. Also, yeah, running is bugged in this game, admittedly. Okay. This is definitely a fight that I would rather have, I would rather just use harm. But the cheap harm. Horsey hits that one. Oh boy, okay. Paralyzed him. Well, you didn't get me there. You didn't get me there. But we got another ghoul out. We might luck out. Not so much, but you know what? That'll work. And be worth 224. So there's 3 rooms in here. And they all have treasure chests in them. And they're relatively painless to get. Zombies and ghouls again. The ghouls go first. And we're going to run a cheap harm. Now we got all but the one. That's not bad. And of course, it's the one that, yeah, that's just bad luck. Okay, well, we got him out, so. Okay. In here is a large knife, but I think the silver is better. This is a Fire 2 situation. No, you don't fight the muck. You fight the... Yeah, you fight the muck. You don't fight the scum. And then I'm going to magic pure the fighter. Only to get poisoned again. Oh well. Alright, we got another thing out. The important part is getting the scum out. And we're going to have you drink the pure here. That worked out brilliantly. Okay, so that's the one room. This one has in it 680 gold. 2 scums. You know what? We're going to do it the cheap, the long way. We're going to do it the long way. We know it's not going to do much damage. And we're just going to burn it. Might as well. This way I save it for a better choice of opponent. Okay. Now, in this room, there's 2 chests, a short sword, 620 gold. Now, the short sword we're not going to use because we have better, but that just means we get paid. Let's see. Do an attack, and we're going to throw the harm spell. Why not? That should wipe out the zombies at the very least, and it should come close to getting the ghouls. We'll gladly take it. Bat out of my way. Okay. Monsters strike first, it's shadows, and they dark you. That's okay. I think dark might be bugged in this game. I could be wrong. Regardless, we're throwing a harm. Get you out, and you out. Cool. Okay, we're starting to gain our levels. Strength, agility, vitality, luck there. Monk gets strength, intelligence, vitality. Gets another luck. He's up to 12. And, of course, the white mage is not leveling up because they're behind. How far do they need? Because we might go for it tonight. At least get them up. 717. Okay. Zombies and ghouls. As usual, we have our regulars hit. We try to time things out. You know what? This works. This might work. That works brilliantly. Didn't even have to use a spell. Wish they were worth more. Now, past the entrance, monsters strike first. You know what? I'm going to save the magic this time. I might not be able to get the one shadow out, but the other 2 should go, in theory. That worked. Now everyone's attacking the one. I'm going to have to look and see if dark is bugged in this game. I think it is. Okay, south again. And we can start Monster Strike Scum. This is a fight that we're gonna spend the good magic on, I think. Let's see. Yeah, we'll spend the good magic on this one. And I'll throw my last pure spell over on this one. Why not? Because now he's going to die. They're all going to die. Alright. There's nothing in the next room. Everything else that we can collect is in the basement. I believe. Let me double check my map. I'm pretty sure there's nothing in any other room. Everything else is an empty chest. So we're not going to even bother with them. Bones and Crawl. The Crawl's got to go first. The bones are relatively light. See what I mean? I think they only have like 10 HP. The problem with crawls are that they do that. Is that they can, and as long as they hit, they're probably going to paralyze you. Because the way it's set up, like let's say they only hit you, they attempt to hit you 8 times, right? If they hit you on the first attempt, they get to roll for paralyze on all 8 attempts. Even though, okay, so in this one, the first 4 rooms we're going to do are the room right in front of us, the one below it, the one to the right of it. They all have chests. Okay, this is going to be the last of my fire spells. So this ought to be worth it. Any more scums, we run. Okay, so in this first, an iron helmet. Or is that iron armor? I'm not sure. Regardless, it's something we're going to sell. Monster Strike first. Scum, Spider, Arachnid. Ain't worth it. I'm not fighting this one. Okay, we're poisoned. But the Black Mage got us out. Let's use a Pure. And put the Monk back in position. In here. Copper Bracelet. We're already full of those. A Cottage. That one's empty. Okay, the next one we want is the upper right. Chance to strike first. Okay, get the crawl out. And then work on the red bone. No. And you two can work on bones, because you should be able to get those. Okay, the crawl is out. That's good. That worked out well. Let's see. So we're going to attack the red bone that way. You're going to get the regular bone. You're going to get the regular bone. We'll get 2 shots at the regular bone in case one misses. Sweet. Okay, so we want the upper right-hand corner, which is this one, right? Yeah, this one. 295 gold. Now I'm going to pause. I'm going to look at my map again to make sure I got the right rooms. The next one is 3-3. And then it's every bottom room except for... Yeah, every bottom room except for the third one. Okay. So that's the upper right-hand room. Second room. Chance to strike first on gargoyles. We're taking that. No. 20. That one's gone. And we should be able to smash the other one. Good. Right. 3 gargoyles this time, and we don't have the advantage. Well, we'll see what we can do. First one goes. Second one, not so much. Okay. We'll fight that one. That one's stronger, and we'll do the split that way. The fighter should be able to take it out, and the monk should be able to get the other one. Well, the black mage got him too, so that works. Okay, so that's the middle. That's the third row. So this one should have a chest with 385 gold. Now, bottom rooms. We got to be careful in here because these chests are all guarded. Monster strike first, and it's muck. Muck we can fight. There goes one. There goes the other. Alright. The white mage goes up a level, which is what we wanted. Now let's look at our magic numbers now. 6443. That's not bad. Okay, the chest is guarded. It's wizards. We can deal with wizards. I'm going to run a fast on the monk. Okay, so he's going to get more attacks this way. And we'll do that, and we'll do that. Not quite. 60, that's not good enough. Oh, we just slayed the black mage. We're done in here. We're done in here. We're going to fight just to get the item. But we are not fighting anymore. 276. 1020. Okay. Items. Start using heal potions. Can't move them, can I? No. Okay. We're not going for the other two places we can go. It's the bottom two corner. But we want to get out of here quickly. So we're going to run. Got out. It's the upper left-hand corner. I know that. Run it again. Fights aren't worth it right now. The monk got me out. Chance to strike first. That's a great thing to see right now. Because what does that mean? I can automatically run. We'll pause. We'll take another self-care break. Last one of the night, probably. I'll see you in 60. All right, we are back. Let's get ourselves back out of here. I can worry about the last two chests at another time. Maybe next week. We know the way out. Again, we're running from any fight. Chance to strike first is a beautiful thing right now. Because chance to strike first means automatic, we get to run. We are hightailing it back to Elfland. Because we got enough money for another spell, too. It's giving us the luck of the surprise. Monsters strike first this time, and we would be running this fight anyways, because we're out of magic. The monk gets us out. Okay, I'm not using my cabin just yet. I'm not going to use the cabin tonight, I think. I'm going to get back to town. Much as I would fight the ogre, again. So part of the way this game is bugged is that, like, my top two characters' abilities to run indirectly are based on the status of the characters in positions 3 and 4. In fact, if my luck is 15 or more on one of those two characters, it's basically a guaranteed run. Okay, the monk couldn't get out. The white mage can. I forget what the white mage flag, what the third position flags. I will have to look. Okay, first things first. Go to the clinic. Okay. We're going to heal up soon enough. Okay. He already has the Ice 2 and the Fast. I think I want to hold off on those. I don't really think either Sleep or Confusion will help me. White Mage, you have Pure. Fear would not be a bad idea. And I'm going to hold off on that, and then we've got our money. We'll go out the town this way to go back into the town this way. And we're going to save. So now, when we think in terms of our stuff, all of our guys are now technically on different scales now because the fighter has not died yet, and all the other characters have at least lost some experience points somewhere. The black mage has lost about 270, and the white mage has lost 750, and the black belt has lost 8. But we're going to call the stream here for the night, I think. So here's the idea. So thank you for coming out tonight. Whether you're here for a little bit or a lot, I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, please give a follow or subscribe. You'd be glad you did. So I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday night at 7:45 p.m. Eastern. Here's the plan for this week, okay? Sunday night, we're going to play Mega Man and Bass for the Game Boy Advance. Hopefully, we're starting as Bass. We've gotten just through the opening stage. Hopefully, we can beat the game with Bass, and then I will call the game completed, okay? On Tuesday night, we're planning on celebrating 3 years of me streaming by starting Super Mario 64 for the N64. And then we're going to play more Final Fantasy next Thursday night. Now, I got to figure out a place to send you guys that I haven't sent you to in a while. Let's see. We went there last time. We went there last time. Let's see. Who is an obvious target? Let me check the Discord servers. That might be my best bet of figuring somewhere to send you. Let's send you to... that's not helping any. Yeah, you know what? Let's send you over to... Okay. Let's send you over to Nerdist Chick, I think, who is playing Astroneer. And I would like... Let's see if this works. And I would like you to please show them the same love that you showed me, okay? So, until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you.